kind of had that thought, but I'm like, is it the lady? You have like a mom, dad slash grandma, grandpa convo, but they put a wing around you and make me feel um, like they're like a parent figure to you. I have multiple very close to me that have passed. Yeah, I see that. So you have a male and a female that are like a combo, and they're older, and they're okay. They're at peace. The lady had a hard time walking around. Okay, cool beans. So, first thing with Kyle, I love this. Okay, hold on. Darker hair, fast. Hold on. Hard to breathe. Like, takes the oxygen right out of me. Whoo-wee. Hold on. Yes, I'm okay. He shows me a sign and symbol that spirits don't usually give me, and he's telling me that he can, like, move things or mess with your radios or is going above and beyond. This has to... She didn't get a chance to say goodbye, Kato, but there were other people involved. This... I kind of want to write down what I'm trying to say, but I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble because I know exactly what you're going for. But I can't see it, but I can, like, vaguely talk about it. Hold on. Okay, so I'll just give you... I'm an open book. Okay. I have a scenario of a pretty... He seems younger. Like, young, like, new adult to, like, teenager year. Like, you know, like, younger. Dark hair, passed so fast, difficult breathing. He makes me feel like, you know, it feels like... He makes me feel like, you know, listen. I'm just going to do it. Let's say we're caught in the sheets for a second. Okay, like, let's say we're in our bed and we go to pull our blanket down. The blanket moves a little, but it doesn't, like, we're fine and we're not fucking fine. And we gotta, like, it's not like a panic, but it's like I readjust my covers. I'm expecting it to, and then I'm just like, wait a second. And then and then I look around and I'm like, first of all, I don't blame you at all. I don't even know if you're around, to be honest. I think, like, let's say he's being babysat or watched, or I feel like there really weren't as many eyes that were supposed to be there. I feel like you probably tried to communicate with this boy, like, you have to be mom, the way I feel about this. Or you're putting on a really good front that you're not. Okay. I was like, you have to be like, don't tell her anything. And then I'm like, the way this feels, you have to be mom. Holy crap. He was in his 20s. Okay. So then I'm going to give you one more analogy, and then I want to know how he passed. So first of all, it's a sunshiny day. We didn't expect to see it coming. I feel right up until the last minute, I'm even expecting, like, it almost seems like a tangled up, hard to breathe situation. Almost like my situation for if I wasn't seeing anything and I was looking for a symbol to go with it, I would say almost like situation gets out of control, get all tied up in something. I'm also imagining, like, I'm 12 years old and I'm hanging out with a little buddy and our parents are over there and things get out of control, just out of reach of somebody that maybe could have been watching us, but I'm also like, then I also have like, Kato, you better watch it because I think you feel like you could have been there. And so maybe it was you right off to the side. Who knows, right? And I just feel like if people would have been present it could have changed things, but it's like he didn't know. He wasn't panicking. It's like going for a swim and not panicking till you're completely out of fucking breath. You don't have any idea it's about to happen. It seems like a situation that it just seems like a situation that, yeah, I would say overall gets out of control, has a hard time breathing. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I think you hold guilt for no reason. He was on a motorcycle going to work and someone pulled in front of him and the driver left the scene. White car, male driving, older than him. I feel like I'm pulling out of a warehouse or a place of business and I'm like wherever I was meant to or coming from, I lived close. White truck, male driving, is that what you said? Is that what you know already, or am I just, is that like a known thing already? He literally tells me that. He's like, white car, male driving, blah, blah, blah. We can't find him. And he started talking about, where was he pulling out of? He works there. Probably got rid of the truck already, to be honest. He looks like he's going to the bar tonight and hasn't bought a different shirt in like 4 years. Nope, I'm not talking about Kyle, I'm talking about the dude we can't find. Because wherever the accident happened, was close to where we can find the guy that hit him. He's got a different car for sure, a truck for sure. I think his like girlfriend drives it or something now. The guy entered the parish. What the fuck is the parish? And left within half an hour. Wrong place, wrong time. What's a parish? Sorry, okay. County, church, area. Okay. And when we say the guy entered the parish and left within half an hour. Wow. So, here's what I feel. I'm going to tell you. There's still your feeling of, I could have been there to save him. Or my heart tells me he was a drug runner. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's exactly what he looks like. I'm going to be very, 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 very honest with you. And everyone in the area kind of like, you wouldn't know everybody. But yeah, wherever he was coming from was right next to there. Yeah, and then he probably just has his girlfriend take that one and he takes something else. Okay, so you're going to find a black vehicle. And that's going to be the next one that he'll take, okay? So it's a black vehicle. I would go I would be on the right-hand side, and it would be a black vehicle. That's what I know. We have proof he was driving into that area that night. Yeah, I think he still comes back to the area, just to be completely honest with you. And I think he changed vehicles, and he's in a black vehicle. Okay, but with that being said, Mom, there is nothing you are going to be able to do in a court of law to apprehend that person, I don't think. Unless you hire a PI and then give them all the information and then go put a tracking device on a motherfucker's car. All of my readings are for entertainment purposes only, and then you took matters into your hands that way, but I don't think there's an extra layer of justice because he came in but just got a photo. And so I think that he says, yes, I'm okay, and there's almost a reaching him to no avail, and I just want to make sure that you know that, like, reaching him like this has to be good enough. I don't know if you'll ever stop. And he goes, and now tell her it's like when you get tangled up in the sheets, and then you're catching your breath and everything, and then all of a sudden you just like fall back to sleep because you did that at like 2 in the morning. He goes, and that's what it felt like, and I'm okay. And he says it's going to be a black car, but and I want you to have validation in that. However, I don't think there's any more proceedings. I don't want you to be too lost. Don't let the world pass you by because you're stuck in grief, and that's so much easier said than done. So what we do is we need to cast our fishing line forward, and we need to get excited the way he does communicate. Like, Mom, go through all my shirts. You even have my dirty laundry. Okay. You have things in honor of his memory. I want you to go forward with hope. I want you to go forward toward the future. I want you to, even develop your own intuition so you have the ability to communicate with him. He shows me 4 4 4 4 4 4 4, so repeating numbers, and then he also shows me, like, he sends you that song that just like slams your heart straight to the ground every time it comes on, and it basically haunts you. I love this for him, less for you but mostly for him. And he says that you have to stop blaming yourself. He's like, personally, that went too far. Like, you still to this day are like, I can do something to solve this. No, you fucking can't. Put all that energy into developing a new relationship because you want to be able to talk to your son now. Your son is very happy, and he's like, yes, I'm okay. She's talked to 7 fucking mediums. Says she's talked to you, Kato, but still doesn't see my repeating numbers and blah blah blah. He's just harassing you. So he can definitely hear you, Mama. Pay attention to him in the signs. I think you just need to breathe and let your guard down for a second. Let's put down your weapons. Breathe. You're not in a battle. You're okay. He's okay. Everything's fine. This is your life now. Okay? Love you.